So yes, where did we actually stop? So we actually went through some of the uh, icons or some of the features that are available in the application. Am I audible, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sorry, I had connected on my Bluetooth here. Um, not this. Yeah. Okay. So let us open Amazon. As I said already, most of them are familiar with this. So yeah, let me sign in. Basically, we'll start from beginning. So today
Ma'am, your
we'll see.
screen is not visible, ma'am.
Is it? All right. One second. Why am I not able to share the screen most of the times? I get error. Is it visible now?
Yeah,
Yes,
ma'am,
ma'am.
it's visible.
Okay. So yeah, I'll log out first. Okay. So as soon as I search for Amazon, I get list of right links, right? So I'll go to the official website. So this is the home page. This is the home page. So there are two kinds of users when it comes to e-commerce application. Generally, there will be two types of users. One is the guest user. Guys, please make a note of it. One is the guest user. Two types of users are there. So the first one is guest user. Guest user. The second one is a registered, okay, a registered user. Okay, there'll be a lot of typo errors since they'll be concentrating on the concept. So yeah, so the first one is the guest user and the second one is the registered user. So what do you mean by the guest user? See, when you want to access an application, some of the applications are developed in such a way that you cannot see the home page as soon as you try to open the official website or the link, okay, the URL. So you will be taken to the login page or sign up page. If you already have an account, it will be login. If you do not have an account, you have to create an account, which is nothing but sign up, right? So there are like multiple applications that you might have already seen. So now we'll take, since we are considering Amazon or any of the e-commerce application, as soon as you type in the URL, the official URL, you will be taken to a page where what is the basic functionality? What do we do? So we like some product and we want to purchase it, right? So that will be done online, right? So let's say I like some product. I like this one, some toy or whatever. It's a decor. Okay. So I like a decor. So what I do, I'll open it and I'll add it to cart. Otherwise, there's one more flow that I can buy, click on buy now. But you have not logged in yet. See, I have not logged in yet. I have to sign in or I have to log in. Even though I have not logged in, I'm still able to go through the listing page as well as the product details page. Just a quick refresh on this. So when I open or when I search for some particular product, okay, whatever, what, okay, decor, whatever. I'll click on some, okay. So when I click on decor, okay, so I want some lighting, some lamps and lights I need for my house, assume. So when I click on that particular category, so this is the product listing page where the list of products, the name itself says product listing page, list of products will be displayed. Do you see this? Right? Everybody is able to recall that, right? Product listing page. This is a very important term. You will be using it in your day-to-day life if you work on e-commerce application. Is everybody sleeping? Just say
No, ma'am.
yes.
No, ma'am.
I mean, you got it right. So please try to
Yes,
remember. This is called as product listing page. Now, what is product details page? Assume I like this. I click on this and I want to look at all the features. How good this product is. What are all the features? What are all the features of this particular product? Not all of them, but this particular product. So I click on that and I can see the image, right? I can see it in all different angles, right? See, different information that I get on an image, right? So the images will be there. I can still zoom in when I hover the mouse. I can get to know how it actually looks. I can zoom in. So all the details I have here, all the other basic details will be put up in the header. Okay, all the basic details. What is the cost of it? What is this rating that the customers have provided? See, right? When you hover your mouse on this particular caret, small caret icon, you can see now this one. You see
yes,
this?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. See. Otherwise, you can even hover your mouse here. Here also. Okay. If I hover here, it is a link. You see this? It is a link. You see the color change?
Yes, ma'am. Orange
Now
to
check. Yes, it was blue to red. When I click on this, it is taking me to some other page, or it is taking me to particular section, right? I'm in the same page, but when I click, it is taking me to the last section. So what is that link? What does it say? It says it has 1999 ratings. These many people have given the stars or the ratings. Okay, see. Okay, when I click on this, I'll be taken to ratings. You can see the ratings. Now I'll click on this. What? Here you can see customer reviews. I'll click on this. Again, it is taking me to the review page. The same thing, because the same section has both the rating as well as the comments or the reviews, right? From the end user, people who have already bought it. So this is the basic specification of this particular product. So what is the brand, product dimension, what is the length, width and height of the product, what is the color of the LED light, what is it made up of, what is the material that is being used, right? What is the weight of it, is it really heavy? Okay, item package. So is it a pack of 1 or 2 or 3, right? So it can be used for parties. It is very good for Christmas. Special feature is it is easy to use. Tree type is bonsai. I mean, that actually looks something like a bonsai, right? Which has LED lights. So all the other details information you see here. Okay. Now, when you scroll down, you see related images or related products, I can say, right? And when you click on the next, so this is a button. When you click on the buttons, so related decor items. Initially, if you observe, it was showing you all related tree LEDs, right? Some LEDs which look similar. But later on, some additional products are shown. You might see there are 2 products here. See, but what is the difference? This is from different distributor or a retailer. This is from another distributor. And you also see the difference, price difference, right? So this is being sold by different distributor and this is being sold by different retailer. Okay, retailer, distributor, whoever, a wholesaler, right? So here again, products related to this item. What is this? Related product with free delivery on eligible orders. You see the difference? So these are the suggestions or similar items that are being displayed. Okay, so this is, you see this page 4 of 35. It is not a link. It is nothing. It is just an information text. Okay. See, page 5 of 35. What do you mean by that? So totally there are 35 pages. So as soon as you, one second. So you are in the first page. When you are viewing this product, you scroll down and you come here. Now you will see all these items. I'll click on next. See, it changed to page 2 of 35. So totally there are 35 pages. It is not number of product. It is 35 pages. Each page consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 similar items. 7 similar products. So I'll click on next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So every time when you click on this, you will move to the next page. And whenever you click on this particular button, you will go to the previous page. Okay. I mean, you guys have used it, but I just want to make sure that there are some terminologies which will come up. And maybe you have used Amazon a lot many times, but you'll not go through each and every feature or the section, right? So I just want you guys to understand all that. So see, this is next page. Next page. Each page contains 7 similar items. So what is this actually? The terminology or the term that is being in technical terms. Okay, when you use an application, you call this as pagination. Pagination, right? So what is pagination? You might have seen best one is yes, copy image. See, if you see this, see, this is an application. Forget what application this is. I don't worry about that. But if you see here, 1 to 10 of 37. What do you mean by that? 1 to 10 of 37. So there are total 37 pages. Total 37 pages. Okay. Out of which, in the first page, you can see 1 to 10. 1 to 10 rows. 1 to 10 rows. Here you can see only 6. But there should be a scroll bar, guys. There should be a scroll bar, which is actually missed. All right. So basically it is, sorry, totally 4 pages are there. So you are in the first page, and here out of 37 rows in the first page, 1 to 10 entries, first entry to 10th entry is being shown. First entry to 10th entry is shown. Now there's a question for you. Assume here it is 2 of 4. 2 of 4. What will be here? 2 of 4.
11
What should
to
be here?
Same will be there.
20 of 37.
Correct. Okay, good. Any other answer? All of you agree with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions you have, guys? Others? Do you have any other answer? Please say. It's okay. Even if you are wrong, it's fine.
I guess it will be same because of it goes to a different
Yes.
page and content might be different.
Okay, so it will be 2 to 20, right?
Yeah.
Fine. So assume there are 41 entries. 41 entries here. That means 41 rows. How many pages should be there?
5 pages.
5 pages.
Okay. How many entries will the last page have?
1 and
1.
Okay, fine. This is a simple mathematic. Okay. So the what? The change of page. I mean, whenever you are in the first page, you actually transit from first to the second page. Okay. When you are in the second page, you click on the next page or number 3 button. So if I have to show you that, there are different ways of pagination. What actually pagination means? See, you might have seen this kind as well, right? You see, this is this symbol, 1, 2, 3, some dot, 10, and after that, this symbol.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See? So what happens when you click on 2? It will go to the second page. You can click on 3. It will go to the third page. When I click on 3, what should happen to 1 and 2? That should disappear. 3 should come in first place. 3 should come in first place. And 4 should be here. 5 should be here. Am I right?
This one.
Ma'am.
Why? Because when you click on third page, if you can still see 1, 2, 3, and you click on third page, if these two are still available, how can you click on the fourth page? You still can click on this particular button, but it is easy. I mean, that is a standard that is being used. Okay, so 3 has to move here, 4 will be here, and 5 will be here. Okay, in between, this dot represents. What I'm saying is it represents there are number of pages up to 10. Okay, these dots are not actionable buttons. Okay, this just represents that there are in between pages. And what is the number of the last page? It is 10. Now assume you are in the 10th page, or assume you are in the 8th page, or 9th page, 7th page. Okay, in between you are in one of the page, or even in third page. When you click on this particular button, what will happen? You will go to the first page. You will land on the first page. Understand these terms. You will land, I mean, the application will land on the first page. These are the terms which will be used while working on an application. When you have to collaborate with the developers or the other test engineers or the stakeholders, there are chances that in your company, see, the work culture in each and every company is different. Okay, so there's a possibility that you might have to give the demo once you perform your testing. Once you say that the application is working fine, or the feature is working fine, or the module is working fine, whatever you have worked on, that particular part, which is a new feature that will be implemented on your application. 1 second. So that will be implemented in your application, whatever is the new feature. For that, you will have to give the demo. And during that time, you cannot say that you will go to the, I'll go to the first page. I mean, I'm not saying that you cannot say that, but that is not the right way while using the application. See, I can say that we will push the code. Instead, when you say we have given the build, what is the difference? Do you see that? Even in an interview, when you say that the build will be given or the build is given, I mean, just try to inculcate those terminologies in your day-to-day conversation. So that you will have to do with your developers, with your team, right, with the stakeholders or your managers. So that actually gives a weightage for your explanation. Possibly for your interview, that will be the first step of your job, right? So in an interview, when you say these terminologies, so that is an added advantage. So that shows or that portrays you as a experienced candidate. So obviously the interviewer will know, or he'll understand that yes, these are the terminologies used. So she or he is speaking so fluently, and I mean he is using those terminologies like the way he uses in his office. So he is an experienced candidate. That is how he gets to know. So these terminologies are very important. What did I say? Yeah. When I click on this particular page, you will land on the first page, which is number 1. And assume you are in third page or 6th, 7th page, somewhere in between. And you click on this button, where will you land? You should land on the 10th page. So this particular thing, see here you have 1 of 10. So there are totally 10 pages, out of which you are in the first page. Here, this is a drop down. This is a drop down. When you click on this, you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever. 10 up to 10, 10 you should have, because total number of pages is 10. Okay. The last number should be equal to this number. So when you click on 10, it is 10 of 10, where you will be on the 10th page. Clear on this? So sometimes this can also be the way that is being shown. Previous. So if you are in the first page, what is the previous page? Nothing. So see, it is being grayed out. It is freezed. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you know what is freezed now? Yeah. So this is
Yeah.
being freezed. When you are in the third page, when you click on previous, where will it that where should the application land on? It should show the second page. Okay. If you are in the 10th page and you click on previous, it should land on 9th page. When you are in third page, when you click on next, okay, what should it, where the application should land? It should land on the 4th page. Clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So now, where are these paginations used? Right? You can see that in the listing page. It might not be e-commerce application. Okay, any application where there is a listing page. So this is a details page, right? So details page will have details of just one particular product. See, here you can see just reviews, right? So see, here you don't see anything. So this is the end of the page. I mean, that particular section. So here, there is one more. Page 1 of 2. Page 1 of 6. See, page 2 of 2. Only 2, no? Oh, here, 2 of 6. 3 of 6. Okay. 4 of 6. 5 of 6. 6 of 6. Over. Again, see, it started from 1. So there are different ways of pagination. Okay, this is one way. So basically, it will be shown in some listing page. Assume, what is the best example that I can give? Yeah, so assume that you are applying for leave in one of the application, or assume that you consulted or you have to consult a doctor and you take an appointment. Likewise, like you have taken appointment, there are other people who have taken appointment from the same doctor, so they have to consult the same doctor. So what they do, they call the receptionist, maybe verbally, or I mean, however they wanted to have the communication, they will call the receptionist and they'll take appointment. So there are, let's say there are 100 people who have taken appointment. Why do we actually have this pagination? Instead of scrolling, if the data is being shown on different pages, it is easy for the end user. So that is again the application standards that we have. Okay. So all 100 patients details, like hospital management system, listing page design. One second, let me just check. Okay, see here. So for this particular doctor, these people have taken appointments, right? So these whatever the columns are shown, this is a listing page. Appointment listing page. The list of appointments are shown here. So basically, in the listing page, complete information or complete details will be not shown. Like you have seen in the e-commerce application, right? So in Amazon, there was product details page. What could you see in the details page? See, what could you see in the details page for this? What is it actually? The highlights or some basic information. What is the cost of it? Cost is very important. Only see, whenever I search for an application, if I am okay with the cost, if I'm okay with the basic features, right? And from by when I'm going to receive this particular product, right? And some offers, the offer details. So all these basic informations will be shown. Likewise, even here, the consultant. Who is that particular consultant? The doctor. Sorry, yeah. So date. What is the appointment time? What is the type? See, emergency, in-house, right? What is this telemedicine? I have no idea, guys. Yeah. So clinic, okay, and reference ID. So this is some ID that will be generated by the application, by default, by the application. Or it can be something like each consultant will have the reference ID. So NPI, there is something called as NPI. So this is not Indian application. So in some of the different countries, they'll have NPI. So it can be that ID, because I think all of them are same. Yeah, so it might be that. Okay, so what is the status? Ongoing. So for this particular consultant, the status is set to ongoing. For this particular consultant, it is due, right? It is postponed, completed, ongoing. So likewise, the listing page is shown. But when you click on this particular listing, one particular listing, if you click on this, Eva Zimmerman, okay, so this guy, when you click on this, you get to see the complete detail. What is the name of the patient? What is the reason? I mean, why that particular patient wants to consult? What is the problem with the patient, right? So when I say completed, when I click on this Seth Swanston, okay, when I click on this, what is the name of the patient? Where did he come from? What is the contact number of the patient, right? What is the insurance that he has? Okay, does he have a private insurance or he has a government insurance, right? What is the status? Is the patient, since it is completed, so assume that this was completed long back. So what was the patient diagnosed with? So all that, those details will be available when you get into that particular listing. Like here, when I clicked on this, I got to see what is the height of this, weight of this, what is the color, right? Who is the retailer, and which occasion this is suitable for. So all these details, additional details will be shown. See, add to cart, buy now. But in the product listing page, you cannot see all that. You cannot see add to cart, buy now, and all that. But again, that differs. If you are using a mobile application, okay, if you're using a mobile application, there are some chances, like for few of the products, there are chances that you will get add to cart. Maybe not in this application, but if I open Nika or First Cry, let's First Cry. Okay. See, I'll just open something. See, when you hover the mouse, you get to select. Sorry, let me not select. I'll just click on add to cart. See, add it to cart. By default, it might have taken this particular size. Okay, but when I clicked on this, if I had to change the size, then the product details page opened. That is how the application is being developed. So I have few more options. See, here when you open, you could see 3 to 4, 4 to 6, up to 12 to 14. But here, what could you see? Plus more. When I click on plus more, the details page would open, right? So this differs from application to application. But what is the basic flow? That I'll actually explain it to you. I'll just cover a few more points and then I'll start with that. So now this is the listing page. Listing page will have pagination. See, this is one more format for pagination. This is not so very important, but yeah, you need to have some idea on all these. Okay. See, some information that is being shown. Okay. This is the main menu. See, this is the main menu. What is this? Some chat icon is there, some profile. This might be a profile. This is the calendar. You see this? This is the calendar. And this is settings. So this is the menu. Menu bar, right? Menu bar where you have different menu options. So what is this? Current, history, lab reports, medical reports. Under one particular menu, that is calendar. Okay. So this calendar is nothing but appointments. Where do you store all the appointment details? It will be under calendar. This is just an icon given for the appointment. Okay. So how will the appointments be given? It will be given for certain date and time, right? So that is the reason they have a calendar icon. They have chosen calendar icon. Okay. So when you click on this, see, you can see this under appointments, you have different options. What are these now? Can somebody tell me what is this?
Current, history, lab
Correct.
report.
So what are these? Yesterday, I mean, in the
Major-
last class, I have actually covered.
Major tablet.
Yes. Yes. These are major tabs. Okay. Or you can just call it as tabs, because here we do not have any major or minor. Right? Now, what are these? I said these are menus. These are menus. Menus can usually be modules. In this application, only in this application. See, settings module. Settings is a module, because that itself is something very big, right? When it comes to appointments, see, previous patients, rescheduled, upcoming patients, booked, right? So when I say upcoming patients, current patients, history of that patient, lab reports of that patient, those patients, medical reports of those patients, right? So all these bifurcations, or there'll be some what hierarchy kind of stuff, where a senior doctor will be there, the junior doctor will be there, who is the assistant who is guiding them. So all these details will also be present, right? So current workplace. Okay, here he's the doctor. See, you see, he's a, I mean, since you can see lot many what he is specialized doctor. So Paragon Shopping City, okay, Singapore. So consultant doctors, they have some all the timing is same. Okay, so this is a testing, this is the testing environment, so you will not get the exact details. This is testing environment, guys. The date and time is all set to February 15th, 8:30. So this is testing environment where we have the dummy data. So here you'll not understand it in a better way. Okay, don't scratch your head. We'll go back. Okay. If possible, I'll show you one more. If not, we'll go back. Software. See. This is hospital management. Okay. I'll see. This looks good. See, this is really nice. So this is Simplify Hospital. Okay. What's the address of that? So some basic buttons are actually given here, settings and logout. So here you have the dashboard, master, entry, ledger, inventory, management, front desk, hospital master, nurses. So the all details of nurse, all details of doctors, okay, all details of patients report, right? So all these things will be here. So when he has clicked on patient, so these many patients name he has entered. What is the gender, what is the age, what is the blood group, so temporary address, permanent address, phone number. So you can see it is actually cut, but when you scroll, there should be a scroll bar here. So when you scroll, all other details of that particular patient should be shown. So what is this? This is the listing page. So here you cannot see the pagination. Why? Because everything is given in single page. Maybe, see, it again depends on the development. If the size of the entry or the data exceeds the size of the screen, then the pagination might come into picture. So again, it depends how the developer has designed it. Okay, since this actually fits in the screen. Okay, the number of rows or number of patients, since it fits in inside the screen, so the pagination is not shown. Okay, there's no compulsion, guys, but if it exceeds, if the scroll bar is given, then fine. If the scroll bar is not given, so that he can scroll like this. If the scroll bar is not given, then he has to have the pagination. Clear up to here? I'm just trying to explain you in detail. Let's come back. So yeah, I was saying that the guest user and the registered user. Guys, are you understanding whatever I'm trying to convey?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Am I too fast or too slow? Should I change my pace? Or is it fine?
It's fine, ma'am.
It's fine, ma'am.
Fine, fine.
Okay.
Fine, ma'am.
Guys, if you have any questions, please do ask then and there. Okay? Yeah, we'll continue. So now, since I have not logged in, I am able to view all the details. Now I can click on add to cart. I can click, but when I click, what is it doing? It is adding to my cart. Now what I'll do, I'm testing, I'm exploring the application. Even I don't know, okay? Even I don't know. Now I'll close. Okay, now I'll close. Oh, yeah. So what I'll do, I'll mhm. Should I? Okay. No, let me not do that. So if I do that, okay, let me not do it. So I'll go back. I'll try to open the same application. See, again, you see the same. I mean, there is no account created, but still you can see the cart which has the product that I had added to. How is this possible? How is the data being stored?
Catch memory.
Okay. So what do you mean by cache?
It's like a temporary memory, ma'am. If you're using again
Hmm.
to give faster information. Like
What do you mean by cookie?
first time it's cookies. Yeah, cookies also like it's storing entity.
Can you elaborate? Try to give me the difference
They
between
store
cookie and
user name and password
who.
in cookies. If you
Okay.
delete
Ma'am,
the
catch
data now,
memory is a temporary. Excuse me. Cache memory is like a temporary memory, ma'am. For example, if you're using a application first time, application will be open slowly. Again, if you're going to use that application second time, it won't take from the RAM. It will directly take from the cache memory. It's like a temporary memory between the RAM and the user.
Okay. That's the assignment for today. But in the last class, I actually missed some of the other points. So I had given a few more differences or something, right? So I don't remember. What was that? I had given some assignments. Yeah, come on. What is that?
Last class you didn't.
Last or before last
mention.
class? What was that?
Yeah, before last.
difference between retrospective meeting and release retrospective meeting.
Sprint review. Sprint review and
No.
sprint retrospective.
Yeah,
Yes, sprint review and
sprint
sprint
retrospective.
retrospective. Yeah. Could you do some research on that?
Yes, ma'am, we have done.
Yeah, tell me. Somebody please take initiative and say what have you understood?
Okay, sprint review meeting is done before sprint retrospective, and here we
Okay.
take the feedback from the stakeholders about how to improve the product and all. Okay. Whereas if we focus on product in sprint review, whereas in sprint retrospective, it's done after sprint review, where we focus on the process or the progress of the team work, where we see for improvements or opportunities to be done, like opportunities for improvement in the teamwork.
Okay. Any other answers?
Sprint review focuses on demonstrating the work, completed work. Sprint retrospect, it focuses on process.
Okay. Yes. Fine. Any other answer?
Sprint review output will be approved product increment. Whereas sprint retrospective, we have improvement in learning action list.
Okay, good. Yeah. Any other points? I'm sorry, who is the first person who answered?
Me, ma'am, Afrin.
Okay, Afrin. So this question is to you. Could you explain once more? So yeah, I remember. So you had said that sprint review is more on the product side, right?
Yeah, ma'am. Approved product increment.
So now there is one more. There is one more question for you. What is the difference between sprint review and product review? Sprint review. Make a note of this. Others should also go through this. Okay. Please
Yeah, ma'am.
get back on this point. What is the difference between sprint review and product review? Since you mentioned that point, I just remembered that this can be a question that can be asked. This is really very important. What is the difference between sprint review and product review? Okay, so we'll discuss on this in the next class. Okay, again, sprint retrospective, sprint review, and product review. So all these three things, guys. There are so many people. Okay, there are 12 members. I want everybody to speak. Understand. Please try to understand. Give answers. Up to you. Okay. Yeah. Whoever is making an attempt, see, even if you're wrong, that's really appreciative. So I want you guys to speak. That is when you gain confidence. Even if you're wrong, it's fine. Fine. Yeah. So what did I do? I actually added it to cart. Again, one more point. What is the difference between cache and cookies? What is the difference between cache and cookie? Make a note of this. Please get back to me tomorrow. You might be thinking, instead of me teaching you, I'm asking you guys to do it. I want some. What do I say? I cannot. I can hear only few answers. I want everybody to speak up, guys. See, even if it is the same answer, you can put it in some other way, right? So whatever you have understood may not be the statement or some sentence that you found it on Google. You can understand it and put it in your own words and say that, right? So please try to spend some time. Okay, yeah. Again, cache and cookie. Done? Made a note of it? Remind me tomorrow, guys, because since I have to complete the portions, then I might forget it. Okay, fine. Let's move on. Somebody is Afrin, please go on mute. Yeah. Okay, so now I can see this in my cart. Right now, I will click on proceed to buy. So now it is asking me to log in. It is asking me to log in or create an account. If I do not have an account, I'll click on create an account. Okay, see, there are two things. First thing, I just open the application. I can go through any product and add that product to cart. So I am a guest user. As a guest, without having a registered account, okay, I can go and do all the other stuff except buy now, right? Now, if I want to buy the product or purchase the product, and I click on proceed to buy or buy now, it is asking me to log in. Why do you think is this? I mean, why is the flow like this? Without logging in, why cannot I buy?
Because they need your contact details.
Okay, not Afrin. Afrin, not you this time. Any other person?
Payment.
Sorry?
If you buy some product, they pay the amount.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you be a bit clear?
If
It
you buy
involves the
some
payment, so it's a security concern, so it requires a login.
Security concerns? Any other point that you want to add on?
avoid the
Not that much.
confusion.
For the future,
Confirmation point of
Payment.
view.
1 second,
Payment
guys. 1 second. Puneet, let him complete. Any other
Yeah.
point do you want to add on?
yeah, I also feel that because of the future references or invoices, any other details, so that can be stored in my personal account whenever I can
Okay.
retrieve it.
Okay, good. Pawan,
To avoid the confusions.
what kind of confusion? Sorry, Pawan, if you're speaking, I'm not able to hear you. Guys, is it the problem from my end? Is everybody able to hear him, or how is it?
No, we could not hear it.
Okay, Manikya.
Payment gateway system will look like that, because some information should be encrypted for them. To do that, they want information like phone number kind of stuff.
Okay, Sneha, you had some points.
If we log in, we can maintain like tracking of the order payments. Then further steps can be monitored, ma'am, if we log in or sign in.
Okay, I lost you for a few minutes. Okay. Any other point? Any other answer? Okay. So as you said, some of the details for an individual account has to be stored in the database so that that can be used for the future use. Right? So that is a basic requirement to have a account. That also gives the security, because nobody else can log in. I mean, nobody else can use your application without logging in. So why only for purchasing the product you have the sign in? Why only for logging in you have the sign in? See, as you guys said, uh, to proceed to buy, all the basic information is required. See, without signing in, will I be able to purchase the product? Whom will it be delivered to? Where will I be able to provide all the details? Right? So there will be the database where a particular user, a particular end user or the consumer, who is that person? Let's say I want to buy this product. So I'm the consumer, right? So my data has to be stored in the database. What are all those details? My contact number. Should my contact number be revealed to everybody? No. My contact number is specifically, actually, that will be shown to me. So here, when you try to sign in, we have different options, email or phone number, right? So when you provide your details, an OTP will be sent. This is how this particular application is being designed. Okay, so just your phone number is enough. All your additional details, that is okay, that is required. I'm not saying it is not required, but what is the credential that we are actually considering here? That is your phone number. So let me give my phone number. Okay, I've given my phone number. See, by continuing, you agree to Amazon's conditions, use, and privacy norm. See, you can click on this link and get to know what is all that. Need help? See, you can also open it in a new tab and check what is the detail. Okay, and I click on it. I'll click on, I don't know my password, man. Yeah, okay. So see, here you can see, hello Apurva. So if I go to my account, no, 1 second, returns and orders. Yeah. One second, guys. Does anybody have a new account? New account where you have just created recently? Guys? Am I audible? Or is it possible for anybody to share their screen? Hello? Is it possible for anybody to share the screen? Nobody?
I'll do it up.
Yes, Puneet. Yes, please. Do not log in. Just share your screen, open the new tab, and try to open Amazon. Do not log in. So here, what do you see the location as next to the Amazon logo? Right? So you see the delivering to Bengaluru, so and so pin code. How do you think this particular number is showing? What do you think? What do you think?
The site has access location and it has updated on its own.
Right. Okay. So that is how it is being done. Now try to log in. That's okay. See, even in your while accessing your Google accounts, you might be having this multiple steps verification. Not just in that application, like many applications, you have multiple steps verification. So this is for security purpose. That is how it is being built. So not mandatorily all the applications will have it, but yeah. So you see his name. So can you open your account? The profile. Yes. Where have you your business account? So go to your addresses. Is it here? Yes. So slightly scroll down. Okay. So you see there are different addresses. So there are multiple address that is being added. So it will be handy for him whenever he tries to access one particular uh, product page, and when he wants to purchase that particular product, out of these addresses, he can choose one of them and he can get the product to that particular address that he has selected. So when you move on, see, we'll see to it later. When you want to purchase the product, see, this might be boring for you because you guys have used it multiple times, but if you understand all this, it will be easy for you to write the test cases. Okay. Yeah. So he can select one particular address and he can book the product. Right. Just go back. Just one step back. Your account. You can also click on your account. Okay. Your orders. Prime payment options. Okay. Click on payment options. Okay. Payment method. Set a preference. So can you click on set a preference? Yeah. So page to set your preferred payment method, shipping address, and shipping method. Your address is now on separate page. To change an existing order, go to where's my stuff. Default payment method setup is currently available on Amazon for the carts. Can you slightly take your mouse off? Yeah. What is that? I'm not able to read because I can see some
It says that
icons
yeah,
on my
it says
screen.
that default payment method setup is currently available on Amazon for the cards saved securely as per new RBI guidelines.
Service currently available on Amazon for the cards saved securely as per. Okay, just get back. Can you click on your account? You see your preferences, your purchase preferences in red color. No. Down in the page. Yeah, click on your account. Yeah, hold on. Okay, click on your orders.
Okay.
It's pretty easy for people. Yeah, see. So currently he has no orders. Can you click on cancelled orders? If I don't know if you've cancelled some orders. I mean anything else, any other tab. Okay, so he has ordered these many in the year 2023. No need to scroll down. That's okay. Yeah, so these many orders he has ordered. So what is it actually going to do in the database for this particular user whose name is Punit with some ID 12345? I'll show you how the database looks. Okay, you're done with your SQL class, right? Guys, you're done with your SQL class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there will be a table. There will be a table. What is the table? It will be something like users. The name of the table is users. What will be the column? Okay, so there will be a table. There will be a table. Just give me a moment. I'll briefly explain. Okay, assume this is the table. What is the name? Name. So user ID. Okay, here I'll have name of the user. Okay, here I'll have
Apurva, I think you will have to share your screen.
address. I'm sorry, you were sharing. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. So you see here, right? Address of that particular person. So in one particular table, we will have the basic details of that user, contact number. I'm just trying to show you how the integration will be done in the database. Okay, so this is the user ID, username, address, contact number. What else? Address, contact number. Can you tell me some other what attributes in the column for users? Sorry, that's what I wanted to say. So orders should actually not come in. 1 second, I'll just complete that, guys. Orders should not be shown here. Why? Because when you take a database, there will be different tables which are actually integrated or which can be interconnected. That is where you use joins and queries, subqueries, right? So here, what did I say? This is user table. Okay, user table. This is the table. Let me take one more table, which is orders table. Okay. Let me just make you understand in a simple way. Okay. Assume this is orders table. Orders should not be here. Orders is a separate module. Okay. So here I'll have orders. That is why I asked you. What do you think that I can add here? Orders ID, order, ordered, product name. Okay. What else? Product.
Call.
Price. Okay. And what else? Specification. Not specification. That will be too much of details under specification. Sorry?
Description.
No. Okay, we can consider that, but usually description will not be defined in the database. Okay, but yeah, let me take it. Just one word description, assume.
Product type.
Okay, product type. Under which category? Category, I can say category.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll okay, I'll remove this part. Okay, that's fine. If you understand, that's better. So these are the basic details. What happens in the database when you use create? When do you use create?
Create a table or database.
Okay. Okay. So when do you actually create a, when you create a table, you use create. When you want to add an existing, sorry, when you want to add an entry to the existing table, what is that you use?
Alter and add.
Alter and add. Is it an add? Is it add?
Insert.
Yes.
Add.
Insert. Okay. So assume we have created a table with these many columns, correct? By using which table? Create, right? By using create operation. Okay. So now I want to add an entry. Assume a new user is actually using the application and he doesn't have an account with a new phone number. He wants to create an account. So that is a new entry, right? New entry, correct? So what is the name of the user? Apurva. Okay, let me take Kavya. Kavyashree. What is the address? Her address is Vijayanagar, Bangalore. Right? What is the contact number? What is the contact number? 0123456789. Okay? This is her contact number. And in the database, the user ID is the primary key. Okay? That will be created. That will be generated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Assume this is the user ID. Now, okay, order ID and one more I have to create here. Which is nothing but okay. Okay, so a user is being added. Now there is one more table. Table is already existing. Okay, table is already existing. Now in this table, do you see any entry for user ID 1234 who is Kavyashree? We understand it is Kavyashree, but the database should understand, no? So for the user ID 12345, do you have any entry? Do you have any entry in the orders table?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. For now.
Why don't we have? Because this user, that is Kavyashree 12345, has not added any of the product to her cart. Okay, so assume she adds here. We'll go back to the application. We'll go back to the application and assume I'm Kavyashree. So I've logged in as Kavyashree. So I'll open books. I'll like this book, knife. Okay, and I'll add it to cart. So in my cart, I have that particular book. Now in my database, an entry will be created. An entry will be created. What is that? Order ID is 567. Okay, 56. I'll make it as 570018. Okay, order name, ordered product name, knife, motivational, motivational book. Okay, product price, assume it is 150 rupees. Okay, 150 rupees. What is the category? Books. Okay, now this entry will be created with this data with the user ID that is being mapped to this entry, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, do you think that I can have different different order IDs for the same user ID? I'll repeat the question. Do you think I can have different order IDs for single user ID?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
We can
ma'am.
have.
We can.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
It means a same user has ordered
Multiple
multiple
products.
products.
Has moved products to the cart. No, he has not ordered.
Cards.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So this particular thing says this is orders table. When I say some product is in the orders table, that particular product is not yet purchased. So the flow isn't completed yet. Clear on that? So now, when you want to access the database, how do you write? Okay. Now, let's say I'll assume there is a bug. Assume there is a bug. Okay. Assume there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here I'll add 7, 8, 9, 0, 0. Ordered product name, book. I'll say shoes. I'll say shoes. Okay. This is, let's say, 4,000 rupees. Okay. Categories, shoe. Now, this person has added 2 products in his cart. Okay, 2 products in his cart. We'll wind up at 10:45. Guys, 1 second. 1 second, please. I'm sorry. Where was I? Yeah. So assume this guy has moved 2 products to his cart. Now, when you are testing the application, see, it is not that every time you have to test the database. Directly, you have to test the database. What do you mean by database testing? I'm just giving a glimpse of how you perform database testing. Okay. This might be covered in your SQL class, but since we have taken the live application, I'm just trying to explain you how the database testing is done. Assume this person, Kavyashri, who has logged in, has added 2 items to her cart. Assume here it is showing 2. Here it is showing 2. A simple example I'm taking. There should be 2 products shown, right? But I can see only 1 product which is listed here under the shopping cart page. Here I'm able to see 2, number 2 instead of 5. Assume here it is showing us 2, but here I can see just 1. Just 1. Or vice versa. You see that there are 2 products here, but here only 1 is showing, or it is showing 0. Assume that is how the bug is being shown. This is an assumption, guys. Okay. Assume that is a bug. Now you want to check if everything is fine from the database end, or even in the database that entry is wrong. So actually, how many should be there in the database? How many entries should be there in the database?
2 entries.
2 entries. So I want to check if there are 2 entries. So what do? I will say select star from which table?
Order
Order table.
User table. And we'll just write it in simple queries. Okay, different queries. 2 simple different queries. So what I'll do? Select star from user table. How do you search? With the condition where user ID is equal to, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct? Sorry, username. You do not know the user ID, no? There are thousands of people, right? Am I right? So you want to search with that name. You know the name because you are testing as a you're testing as a test engineer with the name as Kavyashri, with a customer name as Kavyashri. Correct? That's the dummy data. Are you understanding? Guys, any confusion here?
Ma'am, we have to
Yeah,
display
use
what, ma'am? Order details.
Sorry, there was a question. What was that?
Ma'am, we are writing the query to display the order details or what, ma'am?
No. We'll first see. Don't use joins or I'm not using any joins or subqueries. I'm just trying to explain you how we actually retrieve the data. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So first thing, if I want to search for Kagesh, if I want to search for that person, do you search with the user ID or do you search with the username?
name.
User ID.
User ID.
Okay, now tell me, there are thousands of people, lakhs together of people who have an account in Amazon. Okay. Now you are the test engineer. You have created 100 test users. One test user's name is Kaveshri. See, I am Apurva. I'm the test engineer. Assume I'm test engineer. My real name is Apurva. Okay. Now I've created 10 users. Take 10 users only. One is Kaveshri, one is Manikya, one is Pavan, one is Sneha, one is Priya, one is Madhura, one is Chandini. Okay. So these many people are there. Now I want to search for that particular person. How will I know the user ID of that? I have created 10, but there might be another test engineer who has created 50 users. Those 50 entries will also come and sit under this user table only. Yes or no? That person might also have created the user with the name, some dummy user. Okay, some dummy user, dummy contact number. See, these are all dummy contact numbers, right? So that QA might also have created, okay, a customer with the name as Kavyashri. Now, what will happen when I say Kavyashri? Guys, now forget about your SQL class, what you learned in your SQL class. Just remember the syntax, but please be alert here, okay? The way you work in an organization and the way that you have learned it, that is just the theoretical part. But we are looking at the practically how we actually work in an organization, okay? So now when I say, so let's start from user, where user is equal to Kaveshri. When I type this and run, what actually happens? This entry will be shown in my, this entry will be filtered and shown in my database in this table, in user table. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes or
ma'am.
no? Assume there was one more test engineer who has created a dummy data, test data. You know what is test data? While learning about test cases, there was something called as test data, right? So this is the test data that they have created. What is the test data? Test engineer has created 10 different user accounts for testing purpose. That is the test data. Okay. Now there is one more test engineer who has created 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 as the user. See, okay, Kavyashri as the username and address. What is the address? Address is Rajaji Nagar, Bengaluru. Okay. What is the contact number? 7895, whatever. Okay. This is the contact number. Okay. Assume this is the correct number. Okay. So this is one more data that another person has created. There are 10 more entries, not just Kaveshri, Pavan, Seema, Ravi, some 10 to 20 or 50 entries are there. 100 entries might be also present because just like you, there are different test engineers. Now, I'm going to filter it in this way. Select start from user table. See, this is user table. Okay, where user is equal to Kaveshri. So when I run this, 2 entries will be filtered. Yes or no? Yes, guys.
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions? I think somebody raised hand. Okay. Okay, so 2 entries are created or filtered. Now out of this, I have to search which Kavyashri. How will I get to know? I will look at this in my SQL. Okay, I will look at the contact number. Some unique identifier will be there, right? Which is nothing but the contact number. This user ID will be created by default. You are not going to provide the user ID while inserting. Okay, this is the unique ID This also should be the unique data. Contact number. Contact number cannot be same for each person, right? It has to be
Yes, ma'am.
different. Okay. So now I will look at the contact number. Okay, this is the contact number that I created for this order. So this was created by, this user was created by some other test engineer. Now I'm going to take this user ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, assume there are hundreds of orders. Like you had different users, for those users also you had different orders, right? Likewise, so that is the reason we will have hundreds of orders in the orders column. So when I say select star from orders, when I run this, what will be the result? I will get hundreds of entries in the list, in the table, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Now I will search for orders where user ID is equal to, what is the user ID? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So when I search for this, these two entries will be filtered. Now I'm going to see if two entries are shown or not. If these two entries are shown, if there are two entries, then I can say from database end, everything is fine. It is the issue from UI that only one particular product is shown. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to raise a bug with some additional information. Since I've done the database testing, it is easy for the developer to understand that this is a UI issue. I can say that I've tested it in the comment section in Jira. I'll show you how to raise a bug and all that. In comment section or in the discussion section, I can say, so and so developer, please see, I've checked it in database. So in database, it is showing two results, two entries. The issue is from the UI end. If I say that, that is actually helpful for the developer to work on. He can also check that, but I did some additional, I'm sorry guys, I did some additional root cause analysis, okay, where actually it went wrong. There is some UI issue. So the front-end developer is going to check and fix that issue and he's going to give the build. Clear on this part? Clear up to here? Guys, is everybody sleeping?
No, ma'am.
No, Josh, the class is
Ma'am,
not
actually,
interesting.
this is API, below API testing, right? For this defect, I mean, for you.
We can do API testing. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So API testing is something different from database testing. Okay.
No, I'm just
Sometimes,
asking. Actually,
what
you
is
give
API?
example for this. Ma'am,
Correct.
request and
See,
response. Ma'am.
Listen. Where does the API come into picture? API comes between the database and the UI. Yes or no?
Yeah.
If you remember your
Yes, ma'am.
API classes, I don't know if you have done,
Yes,
you're done
ma'am.
with the API class. So that comes between the database and the UI. Now, why did I do the database testing? I just want to make sure that everything is intact in the database. Okay. So I can say that database is perfect. There's no issue with the database. Now I can go and check with my APIs. I can go and check with the API. Is everything intact? I'll check there. If everything is fine, working fine there, then I can say that it is a UI issue. If the two entries, instead of two entries, if only one entry is shown in database, I can say that is the database issue, but not the UI issue. Whatever is stored in the database, only that will be shown in the UI. Yes or no? But if what actually we are expecting, if that is perfect in the database and not matching with the actual result, then the issue must be from the UI end. When it comes to API, the first thing that we check is database, then we go to API, then we come to UI. There are situations when if the test engineer does not know how to do database testing, then usually they will be going to do API testing. If he is an expert in API testing, he is going to check the responses. Okay, so there in the response, if it is mentioned that number of items is equal to 2, okay, then APIs are perfect. The API that it is, which is actually helping to communicate between the database and the UI, if it is not shown as 2, then I can say there is some problem with the API. There is some issue with the API. Again, I can say that in the comment section or discussion section, I can say in API response, I'm getting this problem. Okay, clear on this? Don't scratch your head, guys. Don't scratch your head too much on this. But I was not sure if in your SQL classes, how actually we check the database, how we test the database in the live application. I just wanted to take a live example and explain it to you. Is that done? The live examples, is that done? Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
Live,
Even done.
No?
live application.
Not done? Okay, no worries, no worries. Now you got an idea.
Yeah.
See, here, one more point I just wanted to say. We'll wind up. I'll just cover this point. So here I wrote 2 different queries, right? I wrote 2 different queries. This was to make you understand. Okay. Here, considering these 2 queries, this and this, you can use queries, subqueries, joins. Okay. So you can write the query, you can combine these 2 queries and write it using any other form. Okay. You can write it in any form, but this is how it works is what I wanted to show you. Clear on this?
Yeah.
Okay. No questions?
Ma'am, like you mean to say that the problem is not in the database end, the problem is in UI. It means what, ma'am? Can you just explain it? It means it is working fine, but it is not showing or what, ma'am?
Yes. See, basically what happens whenever you perform some actions, some entries will be created in the database. Correct? So basically the entry should have perfect content. Correct? Yes or no? Right? So if there is some issue with the database, then we have to inform it to the database engineer or the backend engineer, saying that this is the issue. If there is some issue with the front ends while developing, see, the development is done by different developers. Front end, one particular developer 1 is going to work. Back end, that is database, there will be separate database engineers. Okay. I mean, see, it differs from company to company. In some companies, there will be full stack developers who do both. So now in the back end, if there is some data issue, if there is data issue, we are going to inform it to the database developer. So that particular developer who works on database, he is going to fix that issue. When I say the issue is not with the database, then the data is intact, but the representation, the UI, whatever you see outside on the application, the issue is with the UI. There should be development done. There should be some coding done even for the UI. Yes or no? For you to see the page. Correct? So there will be issue there. You can see the issue there. But in database, the data is intact. Afreen, is that clear to you?
Yes,
At
ma'am.
least high level, if you have understood, that is fine, guys. Because unless and until you work, it's slightly difficult for you to understand.
It
Okay?
means the developer has written code to show the like products in the
Yes.
cart, but not in the,
Yes.
it's not listing it, right?
Yes. So what actually he does, he'll write some APIs. So what that APIs do, they actually take that response. In that response, what will it have from the database? Whatever the response, whatever the data that had, it will actually pull it and convert it into response and send it to the UI. In the UI, you can see the screen. I mean, on the screen, whatever you see is the UI part. Correct? So if there is some issue with the transmitter, who is he? The APIs. Then there will be issue in the APIs. So we have to inform the developer that this is the issue with the so I have checked the response. Here it is showing as 1 instead of 2 entries. So we have to inform it in that such way. Do you get this? Are you understanding?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So don't dig
Ma'am,
deep.
will be there. In Jira tool, there will be options like database API like that, no?
No, will not have. So that is the reason I told you we will have discussion section or the comment section where we have to type in. That's all.
Okay.
Like how you WhatsApp, no? So you just have to communicate with the respective team member. Okay, I'll show you all that. Don't worry right now. Okay, we'll wind up, guys. It's too late. Yeah, thank you. Please don't forget about some questions. One is the product review, sprint review, and sprint retrospective. What was one more? Cache and cookies, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Is everything fine? And are you able to understand? Since this is the beginning of class, I might increase my pace. That's the reason. We have to move on fast. You guys are okay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, understand.
You guys are understanding.
Practically, if you do,
See, it will be
if you
little.
do practically, we will come.
Yeah, it will be a little difficult. And also I'll be stressing on some small concepts. Okay, that is because if you understand it very well right now, okay, it will be easy for you in future. So it will not be something like when I say you land on this, you'll be wondering, land, what is that? I mean, just some basic terminologies, basic sentences which I'm using. Okay, all right, I will connect tomorrow. Please work on these 2 questions that I have actually asked you to work on. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.